the biggest one of the night. We have the MVP. We got Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Chris McCaffrey, and Matthew Stafford. BC, I mean, it's a quarterback-driven league, I guess. I mean, there's no other players that are that important, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Make this QB of the year. Stop making it MVP. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, for me, it's a three-man race between Stafford, May, and Allen. And of all these three guys, you know, like you can give the efficiency stats to Drake May. Sure, he's got the completion percentage. That's cool. He's got the QB or QB rating and stuff. And that's great. Josh Allen's got the rushing touchdowns and the rushing yards. Awesome. But as far as being, you know, elite pocket passer, as far as being like getting the most touchdowns, not just passing, but passing plus rushing, if you want to do that, Matt Stafford. Touchdown to interception ratio, 46-8. Stafford leads that one, every one of those guys by far. And then also to the most passing yards out of the three candidates as well, 4,700. I think, honestly, if this is Matthew Stafford's last year, he could not have written a better magnum opus. And I think, regardless of what happens in the playoffs over this weekend, I think he deserves the MVP. He's put in such a great career of work, and I think to cap off his career with an MVP award, I think that just solidifies him as a Hall of Famer at that point.
Austin, I appreciate you checking in because that was the exact words I was about to say. That the fact that Myles Garrett wasn't even nominated. True. That's the whole point of what I was saying. Is that I guess this is just QBs that like to play football. I completely agree with you. I think Myles Garrett should have been up there. It was also the same thing was whenever J.J. Watt had that 1 year that he was pretty much playing tight end and defensive end at the same time, you know. So I completely agree. And I agree with you, G. Mike, as well. They need to either make a separate best QB award because there's a lot of guys that are out there that I think were more important to the teams than only these guys up here, you know. But since we only got these guys we can pick from, I think you can make a case for Josh Allen. That team was not that great. They did have a good running game. I'm going to lean towards Christian McCaffrey in this just because of what we stated earlier was that the dude was pretty much the entire team. And I know Bills fans will say the same thing, that Josh Allen pretty much was the entire team. And I think completely agree with you. But James Cook had a pretty good season as well. Christian McCaffrey was damn near doing this by himself with Mac Jones. Brock Purdy ended up coming back. They lost their offensive line guys. They had no pretty much wide receiver help. Ricky Pearsall was always hurt. Juwan Jennings was in and out. Kittle got hurt. So I got to go, I think, with who really, I think, put this on his back, and Christian McCaffrey. I know he's not going to win it just because it can't not go to a QB. But I'm going to go Christian McCaffrey.
And I'm going to go Stafford, mainly because in the preseason, I don't know if you guys remember, but the joke going around was like, is he alive? Like, has anyone seen him? Where is he?
He was a corpse on epidurals, pretty much.
Yeah. So I thought he was going to come into this year and, you know, he'd string a few good games together and then, you know, father time catches up to all. And then the way he started slinging it early, kept it going. He only had a couple hiccups. He had a couple really bad games in there. But I think if you go with the true most valuable, you know, wording, then it probably goes to McCaffrey because but that's not what it is. That's never how it's been voted. That's never how it will be voted. Stafford's going to get it just because he had Star Wars numbers this year. He was absolutely insane.
I will say, I know Chris Collinsworth always loves to glaze Patrick Mahomes with his comments, like, you know, that's very Mahomesy or whatever. But this season by Stafford just reminds me, like, it's very Brady-esque, you know, like you think he's done, you think he's dead, and then he goes and just pulls this out of his backside. Like, what a great year.
Yeah, man, he was 300 yards away from throwing 5K. He threw 33 TDs. He got Devontae Adams, who looked like was going to be shunned out the league because of what he did with the New York Jets. Came to the Rams, and he led the league in receiving touchdowns. The Rams are about to play in the NFC Championship game, and in my opinion, they're going to the Super Bowl. I don't know, man. MVP Matthew Stafford. And take, conspiracy hot take. Ready?
Yep.
Players are going to start taking epidurals every preseason now. You're going to see one or two that are going to start taking epidurals. Watch.
I could see that. I mean, if you're telling me all I need is an epidural and I'm going to set my career record for passing yards at 37, like
I'll take 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 3.
Who would have thunk that's all it took was just getting an epidural to go play NFL football, you know?
Oh, damn, we should have thought of it earlier.
I know, seriously.